Well, it seems like we're finally live after some technical difficulties. My name is Luis. I am with Emancipated Human, V is for Voluntary, the Dollar Vigilante, and Anarcast in Spanish, Anarcast Español. So I want to first of all thank Mike for having me here. This is really important. I think the mission and the vision of Mike is really powerful, and I am really glad to be part of it. I figure that the first time that we do this, it would be pretty important to get to know each other. And by this I mean I will be able to talk to you a little bit about myself, and afterwards I will welcome your questions, your comments, any feedback that you have. I'll be more than happy to have it and answer any questions that you have. So first of all, I just wanted to let you know a little bit about myself. My name is Luis, and like I was telling you, run Emancipated Human. My mission, my personal mission, is to be able to empower people to reach their highest potential. And through that mission, I have several initiatives. One of them, is my work, where I work at. It's a small consulting firm where what we do is teach peace through commerce. In other words, we teach voluntarist philosophy in the corporate arena. So when there's a lot of people, especially those that believe the leftist media, saying that the corporations are out there to get you and all that nonsense. Well, I am here to, and this is not just some isolated case. This is happening big time. So what I'm here to say is the message that we do at work is we are able to help people transition from command and control, which is, from the Industrial Revolution, we needed a lot of control. It was machinery. It was a very, usually a person, middle-class person that was able to save a lot of money and invest it and create something. And then it's evolving to what it is now. So what we are trying to do is teach people to think, to emancipate themselves from the chains and the veil of control, or more like the illusion that you control other people, and to allow the people that work there also to realize that they cannot be controlled without their consent. So it's a mutually beneficial agreement between employers and employees. And this results in really magnificent things, such as all the companies, the Forbes 100 companies, the best companies to work for. Several of those are actually clients of ours. So what we do is, it's all word of mouth. We don't have to really spend any money on to us, and they request our services. Why? It may be kind of tricky. A lot of people say that they want to get into voluntarism to be able to make a lot of money, because exponentially they make a lot more than their counterparts. So that's the trick. It's not necessarily just for those reasons. It's a whole system. Yeah, we all want to make more money, but we also want to treat people right and be treated better. So when they ask us to come in and get our services, what we do is usually a year commitment, and we start with the executive levels, and we teach them for a whole year several skills, between 28 to 30 skills in a whole year, and then they get to practice it. It's only about 6 sessions throughout the whole year, with coaching calls in between, to be able to track their action plans and whatever they're working on, whatever else they want to talk about. I should say about, like my friend Jeff Berwick. So what we do is they're able to maximize their potential, and this is called Better Business, Better Results, or Lean Initiative, Servant Leadership, Conscious Capitalism. So all these companies are not just all the huge ones, just IT companies. We also help mechanical construction. We coach a couple of IT financial services. So all these people are able to pay really good wages, corporations, to their employees through conscious capitalism, and then they expand their reach, they get better results, and everybody is happier. And this translates also into better communities. So as you can see, it's not just about making the most money. It's also about having good life-work balance and better skills for their family life as well. This is really important because it also helps unleash the creativity of the employees. And this, of course, works really fabulously for everyone. They feel like they can contribute more. They feel more empowered and freer to do as they wish. And we practice what we teach at work. My supervisor, when we have a new client, he just draws kind of on a napkin what he wants me to do or what he has in his mind's eye, what this kind of needs to look like. And from then on, I have free range to create the program for the client. So that's a really fulfilling work, really fulfilling activity, and to be able to see that we are helping people let go of statism from their minds. And this also goes to their families, like I was saying. So all these skills like better listening and dialogue, which is the most important, asking better questions, asking deep questions. They take it to their houses, and then they have better marriages, better relationships with their kids. And this kind of goes to the next subject that I'm really passionate about, which is peaceful parenting. My wife tells me that I'm really fortunate because of the parents I had, because apparently not everybody has cool parents, and I'm kind of starting to see that that's the case. After several years of learning about cognitive and Gestalt therapy, we realized that most, if not all, of the problems and dysfunctions from adults come from childhood, for some problematic childhood of sorts. So it is pretty safe to assume that through peaceful parenting, we can actually get a peaceful world. And so as you can see, this is more like a diamond with several faces, peace through commerce and peaceful parenting and, unschooling. That is the next subject here. So through peaceful parenting, I have 2 little ones. So a lot of people say, well, dude, you're giving us ideas and examples. Do you even have children? Well, yeah. I have a 9-year-old and a 5-year-old. Our little 9-year-old, we started taking her to a private school. And she really liked it at first. But there was a bunch of kids that were moved from a public school to this private school through some grants. And they were really behind, so my daughter was just bored to death. So we took it out. We started homeschooling her because my wife had read a couple of books. One of them was On Schooling by Sandra Dodd. I was a little bit weary because, I was a little preppy kid, and I just wanted my kids to go to private school as well, like I did. And she started actually helping me understand how this was consistent with my beliefs and values for voluntarism. So we embarked on that journey for almost 3 years now. It's been 2.5, and I'm really pleased with the results that we're getting. Our little 5-year-old is a rare specimen because he has not been institutionalized, and at age 5 he's really happy to still be a child, wake up when they want to, do what they want to, and at the same time they're getting to learn so much more than their counterparts at public school, even at private school. So if you were wondering if this stuff works, it really works. It works really well. And no, you do not have to be an expert at certain subjects. I tend to be a little bit of a geek on history and economics and geography and all that, but whatever I lack, my wife helps too. And there are several websites such as Khan Academy and of course Dr. Paul's website, amongst other YouTubers that are really glad to share their experiences. And not to mention that we're not just supposed to be sitting all day listening to some talking head. We're supposed to be outside. I don't know if you ever got to see that movie of Indiana Jones, and he got asked a question by one of the students. He said, if you want to be good at what you do, you have to get out of the library and experience life. So that's kind of what we do. We learn through our experiences. My wife takes them out, museums, parks, and there's meetup groups in every area, that you live. and they get together, learn together, play together. And one of the coolest things that happens is, you see schooled, institutionalized children, they separate and segregate themselves by groups and genders. So you see kind of like 6 and 7-year-olds and so on and so forth. So the cool thing about the unschooling guys is that they all work together, they all play together, and they're able to actually get along way, way better, because they're not just segregated by age or gender or whatever through a long period of time. And that is also another huge perk of homeschooling or unschooling your children. We chose unschooling because it seems a little bit more organic. It seems a little bit like, like the life of an entrepreneur. You don't really, you can set up your own hours. You can do what you want, when you need to do it. But there are responsibilities. There are responsibilities that you need to take care of, and there's things that happen if you don't do those things. Like they get like a little allowance for cleaning your room or helping out. So if they don't do that, well, you don't get to get your couple dollars here, or you don't get to use the iPad or the computer unless it's for didactic purposes. So from there, peaceful parenting and homeschooling, we could also move to circumcision, which I talked about with Jeff Berwick in our Anarcast, and I'll send some links down here after this is over. That is pretty barbaric, so please don't do it. Try to do some research about it. We will have more links as well. You can always ask questions. The next thing that I wanted to talk to you about is our initiatives on Facebook and other places. On Facebook, I have several pages that I own and co-own. One of them is V is for Voluntary. The other one is Emancipated Human, the Dollar Vigilante, then the Dollar Vigilante Latin America, Anarchast, Black Markets Are Beautiful, Down the Rabbit Hole. So if you like any of those, appreciate you. If you don't, please just give us a little like. You're going to enjoy those pages. Another thing that we do, or that I do, is I'm also a delegate at the Libertarian Party here at home. That's I get to learn a lot there, but I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking, and I'm learning a lot, and that's where I'm going to leave it. So with that, I want to get just a little bit deeper on the whole peaceful parenting, as I was telling you about. What does a regular day look like? Well, there is no such thing as regular days, because a lot of things could happen, a lot of schedules change, but mainly they have the freedom to choose when they go to sleep and when they wake up. The only things that we tell them is quiet time is at 10. You guys can go to your rooms and do what you want. You can read, you can play, you can do whatever. Hopefully you can go to sleep, so I can go to sleep too, because I'm a bit tired about that time. Maybe play a little game on my iPhone or whatever. But when they wake up, they're able to prepare their own breakfast. They're empowered to do that. We keep a lot of healthy foods, and sometimes not so healthy, just for fun. The whole deal about peaceful parenting and homeschooling together is that you have to create an environment that helps them learn. And not just that helps them learn, but that makes them go and gravitate towards learning. So we leave books here, we leave the iPad over there with some cool self-learning games. And like I was telling you, we do have a lot of friends that may come, and we go to their houses, we go to museums, and just check out your Meetup page. Meetup, I don't know if it's .com or .org. You can just download the app on your iPhone, and it will be there. As far as our pages, we are going to actually start an initiative that's going to be able to talk more about peace through commerce, and we're going to have a 2-minute segment on the best things that we can come up with or come across as far as businesses, apps, restaurants, or anything. So if you find, or if you know of good places that you would like to tell us about, just put it on the comments, send us a message on any of our pages, and we'll make sure to that we feature those businesses also in our 2 minutes that we're going to have also here in this show. This is the first time that we have the show, so we really don't have a whole lot. We're just testing the waters, and I really hope that you're able to give us some feedback. As far as me, I also do some, yeah, this is kind of weird, but I do some healing work. I am a shaman, and I'm a Reiki practitioner. So I have, you know, gone across the states to do San Pedro, and I haven't really done ayahuasca on my own. Actually, that still kicks my ass. But I am able to help a lot of people through that as well. So again, it's everything is a system of life. You know, we coach people, not at work, but you know, my wife and I have a little healing practice as well, where we do Reiki. She is a massage therapist and a Reiki practitioner as well. And so just a little family business of all trades, and we do catering with really good food that we grow, some of it here in our own backyard. We buy a lot of organic stuff, really good quality stuff, and we're able to go places. We're going to have a little gig in Hughes Springs, Texas. I really don't remember where that is. I just know that it's east of Dallas, where we live. So basically that's what we do. That's what we are. And on Emancipated Human, we are starting a website on that where we want to have news for you. Any kind of news that will help you do some hacks for life, you know, like cut your electric bill, like I do here at with the meter. You can hack your water. There's a bunch of things that you can do. We really encourage people to use the gray markets, the black markets, to starve the beast as much as possible. And that's just, you know, to free yourself and to be able to keep more of your money. Try to work under the table as much as you can, anything that you're able to do. One of my most favorite quotes is from Jeffrey Tucker, which is one of my mentors. Hello, sir. He says that, you know, one of the best things that one can do for liberty is to find what you're able to do best and do it, and that works better than any other thing, anything that, not even activism. So if you're able to strive at that and do it the best you can, you'll be able to do more for freedom than with any other route. So with that, we're gonna leave, and we're gonna say just thank you so much for listening. And again, our pages are V is for Voluntary, Emancipated Human, The Dollar Vigilante, Latin America, Anarchy, Anarchast Espanol, and Anarchast in English. So thank you so much. Have a great day. And again, we'll welcome your feedback. And peace, love, and anarchy.